All right, before we get started with today's video, I was actually at Gun Trader Den down in St. Pete. They're a sponsored gun shop of mine here on the channel. They hook up all my Patreon Gold members with pretty much cost on silencers and guns. They also have these. So I was there and Jay goes, hey, we got these little flashbang deals in. Do you mind testing one when you go out and film next? Sure, I can do that for you. So I don't know what this is gonna do. I got some ear pro in and I'm just gonna throw it up here against the berm and see what happens. All right, this is hard to do one-handed. Let me pull this pin real quick. All right, pin's out. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it and hopefully the spoon will fly off because I really don't want to hold this thing. Let's see what happens. Oh shit! That was way louder than I thought it was going to be. It vaporized that thing. Holy crap, dude. Okay, I'm buying everything they have. Everyone, welcome back to the NFA Review channel. It feels great to be back out on the range. While it is a little humid, Florida summer is in our near future, so I need to go ahead and get some reviews in the can so I don't melt out here every single day filming. So today's video, something I've been wanting to do for quite a long time. I've had a lot of requests for it and it's something that I've wanted to do. Specifically when I did the video, everything you need to know about silencers, that video did answer a lot of questions, but I just brushed up on each one. I didn't really go into super detail on it. So today, what we're gonna do is cover point of impact shift corrections with a suppressor. I guess we should start out with what is point of impact shift. So point of aim or point of impact, okay? When you're aiming at a target and your sights are perfectly planed out, you do everything right that you can. Let's say you're aiming at the bullseye, there's no suppressor on your gun, you shoot, bullet hits the bullseye. Great. Now, you add an outlier, a suppressor. Okay, so the suppressor is going to change things. It is going to shift your point of impact for more than one reason. It's typically the same with rifles and pistols. Anytime you add a weighted object to the end of a barrel, you will change the barrel harmonics, the barrel whip. If you look at high-speed footage of a barrel, specifically on a rifle, the barrel actually flexes when you shoot. A lot of this flexing is done, the bullet's already gone, but those harmonics do have a play in the accuracy of your shot. So when you add a suppressor on the end of a rifle, it will dampen or change the frequency of the harmonics and you could shift the point of impact. Another thing that will cause it is how the gas is routed in the suppressor and what the gas is doing behind the suppressor. So if you think of a bullet flying, okay, and then you have, the nose of the bullet, and then you have either a boat tail on a rifle round or a flat end base, whether it's full metal jacket or exposed lead, all those different surfaces on the end of the bullet as it's going through and the air pressure in front of the round, and then you got the gases, okay, that are propelling it behind it. How those gases react behind the bullet can change the bullet's accuracy slightly, okay? So specifically in a pistol can, I'll throw up some B-roll from older reviews that I've done, specifically on this Microtech R2 K9 because I didn't bring, well, I guess I can take it apart in the field because the takedown tools are built into it, but let's not waste time out here today. I'll go ahead and throw up from the review I did in the studio to show you what I mean as far as the baffle design. So on a standard modified K baffle, you'll have holes, okay? So those holes direct the gas pressure behind the bullet into the outer sections of each K baffle as the bullet goes out and exits the end of the muzzle. So it effectively slows down, cools, and traps the gases. That's how suppressors work in the end, right? Well, depending on how those holes are oriented in the can, some manufacturers have you line them all up so they're all in a line. Some do like first half of the stacks this way, the other stack's 180 degrees. Depending on the orientation of those holes, it will have an effect on the point of impact shift that the suppressor causes. Now, the good news is all of this is tunable, specifically with pistol cans, because what you can do is you can actually pull forward on the booster area and compress the spring inside like so. You should be able to see that. Again, I'll show up some close-up B-roll shots here for you so you can see what I'm seeing. Okay, pull forward on it, you know, at the range, pull forward, rotate the suppressor, and you're effectively clocking it to a different position. Most cans have 12 positions, like a clock. So you shoot the gun, boom, bullseye. Add the suppressor, shoot. What happened? It shifted 6 o'clock, 2 inches. So your shot's low, okay? All you have to do is tune your can. Pull the suppressor forward, rotate one click, shoot another group. Oh, now it's, let's say 5 o'clock, 1 inch. Oh, getting closer to the bullseye. All right, now we'll compress that spring again, go to the next position, we'll shoot again. Now let's say it went left. Well, that was weird. Okay, let's go to the next position, and so on and so forth until you hit all 12 positions on the can to see which position gets you back to point of aim when you didn't have suppressor on the end of your gun. Make sense? Now here's the cool part. As I've explained in pretty much every video where I take apart a pistol can, you can make it so this is repeatable every time you maintain the suppressor. What I mean by that is that when you remove the baffle stack from your can, if you just willy-nilly put it back together and you don't put it back exactly the way it was, you're not going to know how to tune it. Okay, and what I mean by that is you can use an identifier on the outside of the can, like the engraving or the writing or some sort of notch that you want to use. It doesn't matter. I always use the serialized writing on a suppressor, wherever it is. If the writing goes around the can like this, I'll use like a logo or something. And what I do is when I clean the can and put it back together, I'll line up the holes on the baffle with the writing. So that way I know the orientation is always the same. So do that first before you go out there and tune it. So I have all the holes lined up on the inside with the writing on the Microtech can here. So I know that when I go home to clean it, I can put them in an ultrasonic cleaner, whatever I need to do, mix them all up, put it back together. I'll slide the stack in perfectly lined up with the writing, tighten down my end cap, and now I know it's the same. So today, because I haven't tuned this yet, when we find out the best point of impact correction, I'll know that, say, oh, let's see, when I was out there, the writing was at 12 o'clock and it was perfect. So that way, every time I take this can apart and clean it and go to shoot it again, I know all I gotta do is rotate this thing, get the writing at 12 o'clock. Now I know if I need to kill a pest in the yard in the middle of the night, boom, this thing's gonna shoot true to aim every time, no matter how many times I've cleaned it. So hope you guys followed what I just explained there. I brought a USP 9 SD, one of my older guns here. Love it. It's going to stay in the stable forever. I usually keep a Silencer Co. Osprey on here, but as you know, you cannot clock those for point of impact shift because it's an eccentric design. It's squared. You can't just have the can like willy-nilly hanging in the air, and it's not a typical baffle design either. It's a slant baffle, monolithic, so it's not designed like these are. So I put on the old Microtech here in the short configuration. I brought some ammo, so we're going to remove the suppressor. We're going to shoot a test string there. We'll just shoot all day from like 7 yards, so 21 feet, and we're going to get a baseline here. I'm going to have the camera aimed at a fresh IDPA cardboard target. Ooh, caught that one. I didn't catch one earlier. You'll see that one here, the bloopers at the end of the video. Anyway, so we'll shoot a test shot. We'll put the can on, we'll shoot some groups, and we'll see if we can tune this thing and get it back to point of aim. Let's go ahead and get to it. Damn it. Okay, we're at 7 yards. I have 3 rounds of Fiocchi 158 grain subsonic ammo. Again, guys, hold on, I'm yelling. Got my ear protection in. In my sad attempt to save some money and ammo today, we're only gonna shoot 3 round groups, not 5, okay? Put a little orange dot there on the center mass of the IDPA cardboard target. That's where I'm gonna be aiming with this. And just so you know, the audio when shooting is going to be different than what you're used to on my channel because I'm wearing a lapel microphone. Okay, I don't have my usual 3D stereo deal going on. So if you guys want to actually hear what this suppressor sounds like and other cans, you need to watch the actual review for said suppressor because it's going to sound a lot different and more real to real life than this is. This is going to clip the audio because it's a lapel mic, so just so you guys are aware. But this isn't a suppressor review, and I need to be able to talk to you guys. So let's get to it. 3 rounds. Let's not screw this up. Okay, I'm shooting a little low this morning, as you can see. But 3 rounds right underneath the orange dot. Let's go ahead, throw the suppressor on, and see what happens. All right, I have 18 rounds loaded up. We're gonna start at 12 o'clock just for reference. So we should be able to do 3 shots all the way around to 6 o'clock. I can reload the mag and we'll continue. So let's go, see what we got. 3 rounds at 12 o'clock. Watch it point, like shoot perfect, like totally ruin this whole video. Okay, so the rounds went slightly up towards the bullseye. All right, that was 12, that was 3 rounds. Weapons on safe, decocked. Now we're at the 1 o'clock position, just slight move there. I'm gonna put it back into single action mode. Do 3 more shots at 1 o'clock. Looks like it shifted a little right. Weapon decocked. All right, we are at 2 o'clock now, back in single action mode. Looks like we moved down a little bit, not much change. Whew, she's getting hot. All right, 3 o'clock. Writing's on the side of the gun, back in single action mode. That one run just a little right. Weapon decocked. Getting hot. 4 o'clock position. Single action mode. Looks like they're all kind of hanging like around 3 o'clock there. Weapon safe. And we're at 5 o'clock now. Confirmed. Or should we be at 6? Did I miscount something here? Yeah, I'm on my last 3 rounds. So we'll just go to 6 here. Writing's on the bottom of the can. Weapons back in single action mode. That should be interesting. Bullseye. So looks like 6 o'clock brought it up quite a bit. And corrected it left. So let me go ahead and load another full mag here and we'll rotate all the way around back to 12 o'clock. All right, we are back. Full mag of the Fiocchi 158 grain subs from the same box, same lot. Suppressor is at 6 o'clock position with the writing. And let's see what happens here. I'm gonna move it to 7 actually. Getting toasty. Getting toasty. All right, 7 o'clock. Sunglasses are fogging up. Thank you, Florida humidity. Looks like I'm shooting in a cloud. I don't know. I have no idea where those went. Let's try, I mean, they're on there. They're just taken up by other rounds. This thing is toasty. Weapons decocked. I'm gonna try to quickly change this. All right. 7 o'clock position. Recock the hammer. I pulled that first round, guys. So let's shoot that one again, 7 o'clock, because I pulled that first shot. I felt it. Yeah, 7 o'clock shooting bullseye. Let's go to 8. Whew, that can is hot. I should have brought my gloves. Note to self, guys. When you're gonna tune your can, wear some shooting gloves. Yeah, those are all bouncing around the left side of the bullseye. Oh, shit. That is hot. hotsy. Oh. All right, 9 o'clock position. That was hot. Not in a good way. Looks like it shifted down a little bit. Bottom side of the bullseye. I'm on my last 3 rounds. So let's burn my hand one last time. All right, I went ahead and just skipped to like 11 o'clock, okay? Because I only have three rounds here because we shot 2 of the same. Let's see what we got. See what happens. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna load up a full mag again. I'm gonna switch this to the 6 o'clock position, which gave us the best results. I'm gonna repaint a new target area there that we can aim at and then see what happens. Okay, ear probe back in, fresh target dot on the head there. I took the suppressor off. I have 19 rounds loaded up, so a mag plus 1. I have the suppressor burning my butt right now in my back pocket. I'm just gonna shoot a couple again just to confirm. We're gonna shoot a couple unsuppressed. I'm gonna throw that can on. It's already clocked for the 6 o'clock position. And let's see what happens. I'm so freaking short, I had to like shoot upward to hit the head. Okay, just a quick shooting there. Shooting better there, more towards the bullseye. Weapon is decocked and unsafe. Suppressor is on, 6 o'clock position. Recock hammer, single action mode. Look at that. It's actually tighter, holy crap. Which does happen. Suppressors sometimes stabilize the air or the gas enough behind the bullet to make it more accurate. There you go, there you have it, confirmed. For this particular host, for that particular ammo, for this particular suppressor. Now I did shoot this last group a little fast, but you guys got the gist of it. I didn't want to drag on any longer. You guys pretty much get the idea on how to tune these things. So it definitely did tighten that group shift up nice and tight, even with a full mag of rapid fire. So it was pretty neat to kind of see it rotate and shift around and shift into place. So hopefully if you guys were having problems out there, this video has helped you in some way. So I want to give a huge shout out before we go to all my patrons on Patreon. Without you guys, this channel would not be sustainable as it is right now. Okay, so you guys, all your monthly subscriptions are paying for all the ammunition here that we've been using on the range and all the time it takes for me to edit, drive, get out here, do all the shooting for you guys. So huge kudos to you guys. And as you know, I help pay you back with industry discounts. I think we're up to like 12 discounts right now, which is pretty epic. And there are more planned, more coming every single week, as my OGs on Patreon already know. So if you haven't already, go check out patreon.com/NFA review and you'll see the huge discount list under the gold tier. So that's pretty rad. As far as Suppress Fest, those of you who have been asking, when am I going to do another shooting event? As you know, I've done shooting events for the past 8 or 9 years. COVID really screwed things up, guys. So, you know, with county permitting issues, it's like a no-fly zone. So I have something else up my sleeve for an event location where weather shouldn't have any adverse effect on us and permitting won't even come into play. So I'm in the early planning stages of Suppress Fest, hopefully 2021, possibly early 2022, depending on how things go. But I am working on it so you guys can get out here to one of my events and meet a lot of the cool companies that I work with and try their products in person, which is really cool. If you haven't been to my event, check my channel. Just type in NFA Review Shoot and you'll see a lot of the past events that I've done indoors and outdoors. As far as the video, hope you guys liked it. Please click that like button. It does help when you click the like button, bring this video up in everybody else's suggested watch list when they log on to YouTube. Helps the channel a lot and spreads the word on our hobby. If you're new to suppressors, make sure you watch the video, Everything I Need to Know About Silencers. I spent a lot of time on that review, or should I say video, it wasn't really a review. And I really try to touch base on everything to kind of get your mind working around suppressors so you kind of understand the world that you're stepping in if you're new to the game. So if you watch this video first, you already have a leg up because you already know how to tune for point of impact shift. Again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button and I'll see you next time. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the NFA Review channel. It feels great to be back here on the range. We're gonna... All right. Note to self, don't do that again.